A Staging Our Futures commission supported by Little Cog and Arts Council England. Writing the Missing. A Ponder About a Disability Toolkit by Lisette Auton.
Hello, my name is Lisette Auton. I'm a disabled writer, activist, theatre maker, creative practitioner, poet, spoken word performer. I do stuff with words. I've been really lucky and fortunate and grateful, and I've been given a Staging Our Futures commission by Little Cog, and I'm using that as an R&D, a research and development opportunity for a piece that I've been working on for a long time called Writing the Missing. It's a series of works, and this R&D from Little Cog I'm using to create a theatre piece. Is it theatre? Is it to go in a theatre? Not sure, but I know it's definitely live. I know I need to wait for the world to be okay, and then it needs to be live. So I'm sitting in a little cubbyhole. It's white. It's in my office. I didn't know I could fit, and I can, so here I am. I am white with freckles and long brown hair. I'm wearing a green t-shirt and brown corduroy dungarees that have sloths on them. So for this R&D, I wanted to do a little bit of sharing of the thoughts that I've had, because I realised that before I even begin to think about the creation of the theatre piece, I wanted to think about the type of theatre that I wanted to create, about a toolbox. So I would have all these weapons, armoury, tools to be able to use for future work that I create. So I've drawn on past work that I've made, the thought about future work that I'd like to, the work about accessibility, and how for me that isn't something to be added on at the end. It's fundamentally part of my creative process right from the beginning, right from scratch. So it's never add-on, and I don't see it as something that impedes my creativity. I see it as something that enriches and enables and new ways of thinking to be able to get around stuff, and all this thought has been made possible because of incredible people who've shared time and ideas and art with me, and I want to thank them now, because I really think we should. So there's Vicky Reford-Sinnott from Little Cog, who's been an amazing mentor to me. There is Robin, who's producing for this Staging Our Futures project, and she's been incredible in talks with me. The other artists on this project, we had a meeting together, and to hear where they were coming from and what they were thinking about. I'm really missing that at the moment, that bouncing off of ideas. Kate O'Reilly, incredible playwright. Oh, she's been a dream, a mentor to me, dramaturg, a bouncing of ideas, a have you thought of this? Amazing. Colin from Disability Arts Online, constant support. Julie Mack, legend and great belief and wonderful, wonderful support and ideas. The work of Gobscure, I saw their play Joey, and that had a massive impact upon me. Disconsortia, Northeast Disabled Artists Collective, lots of artists working on all sorts of different forms. Lots of reading that I've been doing recently. Crippled by Frances Ryan, Disability Visibility, which was edited by Alice Wong, Feminist Queer Crip, loads of books, loads of thoughts, loads of art, loads of thinking, and that's what's led me to come up with my toolbox, which is that access comes first. And access for for me, I've realised, isn't about everybody having exactly the same experience, because they can't have exactly the same experience. If you are visually impaired, your experience will be different to somebody who is deaf or somebody who is anxious. So I'm not going to try and make an experience exactly the same. What I'd like to try and do is for everybody to have the same feeling in their tummy when they leave. I think as an artist, I'm led really strongly by feelings, and that's what I want to do. So for example, no stop and starting for audio description, it just to have been embedded and free flow, and to use music as a guide as well through that for people who are visually impaired, for there always to be captions, because I use them all the time. It helps me not to be so fidgety or worried. It keeps me embedded in a piece. It means that people can watch them silently on a mobile phone. If it's film, just should be there full stop. And to use BSL, to have conversations about deaf culture, about not translating literally at all, but artistically working and responding together to make sure that that same feel is there and it's respected and massively part of it and thought through right from the beginning. Again, thanks to Sue Lee from Becoming Visible for amazing conversations about that, and Cole Metcalf as well, who also encouraged me to go and start my BSL level 1. So thank you for that. I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, let's all do that. Let's all go and do that. It's brill and really visual and exciting. And that's the thing about accessibility and creativity. It makes me want to move more and express more and feel more. And we should all be doing that. I went off on a tangent, I'm so sorry. The live theatre as well, I've been thinking about that and how it takes loads of energy for me to put clothes on and get ready, and if I'm going to go out somewhere to do something, then I have to sacrifice other things because I can't do everything. So I really want to feel like there's a purpose in me being there, that there's live, that there's danger or something could go wrong, or there's an element of, if I wasn't there tonight, then this piece couldn't be as it was. I want to respect the audience in that way, so that's something I've been thinking about, especially a disabled audience, because quite often there are more barriers, financial costs, health implications for us actually getting there. So I really want to respect the fact that people have come. Also, I've been thinking about, because of that, audience participation. I'm really anxious when I go to a theatre. I love theatre, but I find it more nerve-wracking to be in an audience than I do on the stage. I'm worried about whether anything will be asked of me, if there's going to be loud bangs. What if I need a wee and I'm not allowed to leave, or it makes a fuss, or it disrupts, or I have a cough or a sneeze because now I'm anxious I am going to have a cough or a sneeze, and it takes me a good 10 minutes because of the change in music and the lights coming down to go from this to this. And then I've missed the first 10 minutes of the piece. So to make sure that people know that all those things that I'm worried about feeling, or if you're neurodiverse, or if you have tics or twitches, or I want everyone to really know that everyone is welcome. Really know that you're welcome, not just like we're saying that to tick a box, but really welcome. So I think I'd want to sit on the stage from the beginning and just say hi to people as they came in. Tell them you can go for a wee if you want. Make sure there's a package that's sent out when you book a ticket that tells you all those things and says, here I am, if you want to ask a question. Who is there, if you want to come and have a wander around the theatre first, or you want to pick a seat that makes you feel comfy, or you want a touch tour beforehand to help you feel out the space. You want to ask any questions. I don't want lights to go down and be all thuddy and boom and now we're in the theatre, because also then I can't see the audience, I can't connect, and they can't connect, and I don't want that barrier. And so yeah, anxiety and theatre. I've been thinking a lot about that. That and access and feeling, creating a feeling that's the same for everybody that comes, no matter which way you experience the piece. I think that's it. I just wanted to share that with you because at the moment it's a little bit lonely. So if you want to talk about those things, or you have some ideas, that would be really lovely. Please get in touch. My website is my name, lisetteauton.co.uk, and there's a contact page on there. Send me an email and we could maybe have a natter. I'd really like that. Anyway, I think this was a bit whiffly, but it was in my heart and in my thoughts, and maybe we could connect about it. Thank you. Bye.